Are you curious about where the real estate market in the West Island is headed over the next year? Whether you're thinking of buying or selling, or you just want to stay up to date on the latest trends in the market, these stats could make all the difference. Today, I'm diving into the latest numbers and what they mean for you. I want to start with some big picture stats. But before I do, I'd like to preface this content by explaining what the territory is that we're going to cover and the time period. So, the data of this analysis is made up of 5 towns. So they are Baie-D'Urfé, Beaconsfield, Kirkland, Pierrefonds, and Pointe-Claire. And the period that we're going to be looking at is October 2024 and how it compares to October 2023. All right, so let's look at that data. Now, the first number we're looking at is active listings. So the total number of active listings in October 2024 in the area covered that we're talking about is 412. Now that is down 3% from last year, where there were 425 active listings at the end of October. So that means that the supply is down 3%. Now, the next big picture number we're going to be looking at are the total number of sales during that period. Now, here's where it gets interesting. The total number of sales in October 2024 was 114 in that area. Now, that compares to a drastically lower number from the year before, where there were 61 sales in October 2023. Well, that means that the demand is up 87%. So in a nutshell, the supply is down 3% and the demand is up 87%. Huge difference. Now, the third big number that we look at is the average price and how it's affected by the change in supply and demand. So the average price in October 2024 was $956,000. Now that compares to the average price of the same period last year, where it was $842,000. Now that is an increase in average price of 14% last year over this year. So what do those 3 data points mean for buyers and sellers? Well, basically, what it means is that for sellers, it's time to list. And anyone who was trying to sell about a year and a half ago, and were unsuccessful, well, now is going to make all the difference in the world. There's so much more demand out there and fewer listings than there were. So come back on the market. For buyers, it's actually a great time to buy. Although prices have gone up, I think this is just the beginning. So with the interest rate continuing to drop, prices will continue to rise. So although you might be paying a little bit more now, I think with the change in interest rate that we've seen, your payments won't be too much different, but you'll gain from the increase in equity over the next year and a half, 2 years, if you purchase now. All right, so what does this mean for you? Well, basically, if you're thinking of making a move, or you just want a personalized breakdown of the market in your area, just reach out. You can ask a question in the comments below or DM me for a personalized analysis of your specific area. And don't forget to subscribe to our monthly newsletter so you never miss a beat in the real estate market.